Baltimore crowd, they're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fights loose, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on fourth. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in him as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Now here's a throw that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got Mason complete.
Mayfield's pass complete to number 9. A gain of 7.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a 1st down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Thomas. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Second and 8 coming up. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. First down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Mayfield on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it this time. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. This time they stay on the ground. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And now off to the races down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Chubb on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Browns 7.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Ravens 14, Browns 7.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 36 yards. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Throwing. Mayfield. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Jackson now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mayfield on 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot from Mayfield here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves,